In this tutorial, I want to show you the Boolean operations that you can do with Rhino. So if you come over here to where it shows you the Boolean union, just click where it says Cascade Solid Tools. And you can see the operations that you're allowed to complete. So Boolean just basically means that you're dealing with objects and you either want to bring them together or separate them. And there's different ways of doing that. So I just want to go over the first four. That's all. So for example, this one here, the first one, the Boolean union, I'm going to click on that. And the command line is Boolean union. And what I'd like to do is select the surfaces to union. So I'll pick this surface and then this surface and enter. So that has now brought those together. I'm going to zoom into it. In fact, I'm going to select it and I'm going to isolate it. That way we're just focusing on this one solid. And it is one now because I used the Boolean union command. And what I'd like to do is switch this over to ghosted so you can see how it has removed that which they had in common. And if you want to see that a little bit better, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to hold down Control Shift and select this surface and delete it. And I'm only deleting it so we can take a look inside. And actually, I'm going to hold on Control Shift, pick this surface and delete it as well, because I want you to see what it did. So it brought these two solids together into one, and that area where they coexisted is just basically removed. So that's what the Boolean union will do. Okay, I'm now going to click or type show. So it shows me the other options. All right. And then I'll go to this one next. So let me just select these two objects, use a crossing window, and I'm going to isolate. All right, next up is this command where it says Boolean difference. So I click on Boolean difference, and it says select surface to subtract from. So I'll select this surface because I want to subtract from it. I enter, and then I select this surface because that's the one that I would like to subtract, and I enter. And these are, or this is the result that I have. And what's really nice here, takes a little bit to pan over in orbit, apologies. What I have here is a really nice surface that's been left behind because I used that sphere. So it's a really nice way to generate that surface. Okay. Next, I'm going to show all of my objects, and then I'll pan over, and I'll just focus on these two. So let me isolate them. Okay. Next command is going to be the Boolean intersection. So I'm going to click on that, and it says select the first set of surfaces. So I'll pick this one, enter. And then I'll pick this one and enter. And then what I'm left with is that intersection. And let me just pan over. There's the shape. So it removed the other portions and left behind only the intersecting parts of it. So if I type show now, it's really like the opposite of these two. Okay. And then I'll come over here to the last one, select those, isolate. Okay. And then I'm going to select this option, which is the Boolean split. So I click on that, and then it says select surfaces or polysurfaces to split. So I want to take this one and enter. Wait, I did that too quick. Let me escape out. Um, Apologies. Let's do this again, or let me do it before I make a mistake. Boolean split. Select surface to split. I'll pick this one, enter. And then I'll select this one and enter. And it looks like nothing really happened. But when I take these solids and I move them out of the way, this is what I'm left with. And it is splitting it and it's leaving behind this object. So it just split that apart is all it did. And sometimes that's what you want. And let me go ahead and show all of the others. So if I had wanted something different, I would have picked those in different orders. But this is it's showing me what was left behind or what would be left over from that split. So those have now separated out. So those are the different Boolean operations that you can complete. And there are other options, but I'm not going to get into those yet because I think these basic ones should cover everything. Okay, that's all. Thanks.